Piano-Play-It.com. Hi everyone, welcome back to another free beginner's piano lesson by Piano-Play-It.com. This is David here, and today I'm going to show you how to draw the treble clef. And why am I doing this? The treble clef is an important mean of orientation on the staff. So, by learning to draw the treble clef and learning to draw piano notes and not only to read them, we improve our ability to communicate with each other. If we'd like to write songs, this would be great to know how to draw the clef in order to write the notes after, and also in order to be more familiar with the logic behind reading piano notes. So let's hit the road. I'm going to show you all about the treble clef. Okay, so to begin with, the treble clef is an important mean of orientation on the staff. And why do we need a few clefs actually? Well, the piano is a very huge instrument. It has a big range, and so one staff won't fit all the piano notes needed. So we use different clefs in order to state the different notes. The treble clef helps us to write all the notes above middle C. This is C, close to the middle of the piano, next to the mark of the piano, the brand of the piano, and we're going to use it in order to write all the notes above middle C. So all these notes are actually on the higher register on the piano, from the middle register to the highest. Now, the treble clef is also called the G clef sometimes. We're going to say in a while why it is also called the G clef, but for now you should know that the G clef, the treble clef, tells us where G above middle C is located. That's the reason it is called the G clef. We're going to place the treble clef on a certain place on the staff, and it will point out on G above middle C. So now let's see how we're going to draw the treble clef or the G clef. So here we have the staff, and the staff has 5 lines. The treble clef is located on the second line. So this note on the second line will be G above middle C. So when we are going to draw the treble clef or the G clef, we're going to start from this line. Let me first time draw it so you'll see how it looks like if you don't know yet. So you start from here, and there you have it, the treble clef. Okay, so now let me show you how to draw the treble clef. Well, in the beginning I like to draw a vertical line, and that will be helpful to draw the treble clef straight and correctly, okay? Mostly I draw the treble clef in the left side of the staff. I just do it here in the middle, so it's gonna be more clear through the video. Alright, so the first thing I did was drawing a vertical line. Then I'd go to the second line and I will curve until the third line, creating a belly and going until the bottom line, and then up until the top line. You see what I got here? It's a shape of a G or a 6. And why is that? That's because the treble clef is also called the G clef, right? If you look at the belly of the treble clef, it looks like the letter G. So that's the reason we name it also the G clef. Some people prefer to take the G note to the first line instead of to the top line, and then they draw it like this. It has a bit of a different shape and maybe more beautifully, I don't know, but both are possible. Me personally, I'm so used on taking the G to the top line and going all the way down. So what I did again was starting from the second line, going all the way to the third line, curving to the bottom line and going all the way up to the top line. Now we're gonna go to the other side of the vertical line, curve again all the way up, and then we're basically through. The only thing we have to add is a nice tail, which is not a must, it's just handy, and we get a very nice treble clef. I'm gonna show you it again. So we start by drawing a vertical line, starting from the second line, curving all the way to the third line and down to the bottom line, going to the other side, making a shape of a 6 or a G all the way to the top line, and then curving from the other side to the top and adding a little tail at the end. And that tells us where G above middle C will be here with the imaginary line, is located. G above middle C. Okay, so now just a reminder, about the treble clef. So if we draw it, and this one is G middle C, we know that we can tell the rest of the notes according to this note, right? So if G is here and we go between the lines down, one step down, this is G, we get the F note. Below that, on the first line, we get the E note. When we go again under the first line, we get the D note. And now we're out of line, so we have to create an imaginary line. And this is where middle C is located, okay? But you know, we don't draw the whole line, only this line here on the note. And this points out at the imaginary line. If we go up, of course, it continues. So if we have G here, between the second and the third line, we get the A note. There we can go up. Okay guys, so I'm stopping this piano tutorial at this moment here because I just wanted to give you a clue on the full piano tutorial, which is found on my website, Piano-Play-It.Com. It's for free, of course. The only reason I'd like you to move there is because I want you to be part of my growing website and to enjoy other piano tutorials and free beginner piano lessons, which I'm sure you're going to find useful. Okay, so join me in my website. There's a link here on the right in the info bar, or here below, depends if you're looking through the channel or through the exact page of this piano tutorial. And you'll find there also a useful piano exercise that will show you how to draw the treble clef correctly. Okay? So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this piano tutorial so far. I'll see you in my website. Until then, goodbye. Piano-Play-It.com Piano-Play-It.com